And now, the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Sprite.
Hey, this is Ernie Johnson, 2K Sports. Shaquille O'Neal is with me. Thank you all for being here. And coming right up, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Miami Heat. For Miami, they're currently holding on to the best record in the league. Not the conference, the league. They've been head and shoulders above the competition this season. Shaq, I think if the playoffs of
It's an Eastern Conference battle here at the Bradley Center in Milwaukee as the Bucks look to work the home court to their advantage. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and here with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Taking a look at Miami, a superb ball club playing a great brand of basketball. #1 record right now in the NBA.
This is one of those games you have circled on the calendar as soon as the schedule is released. It's one of the best rivalries the NBA has to offer. And Clark, I know you and I just get excited when we get these matchups ourselves.
No doubt about it, Steve, because it seems like these two teams always have a reason to be angry at each other, and that brings out the best basketball in both of them, and we love that.
So here's Miami's starting group. On the wings, it's D. Wade and LeBron James. Jared Sullinger is out there with Chris Bosh, and it's Cole in at the 1 spot.
Jabari Parker, a self-described obedient kid growing up in Chicago, maintained a 3.7 GPA through high school. He went so far as to say he had lower self-esteem in his younger days. You don't often hear about that from NBA athletes, but it's a reality. Believe me, I see these guys. They often aren't as confident as you might think. But there's no reason for this guy to doubt his worth now, especially on the basketball court.
Shot clock at 6. Sanders' shot is off.
You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
And it's Wade with the jam.
Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
And as humble as Jabari Parker seems off the court, Clark, he seems like one of those guys who flips a switch when he steps on the floor. Great motor, terrific hunger, real competitive.
Yeah, extremely competitive and confident and assertive. And with his talent, and you add those attributes, you've got a guy that looks like he could be a potential all-star someday.
The Miami Heat comes into this one following a loss to Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and when the game went into overtime, the confidence of both teams seemed to go in opposite directions. They were on the wrong side of it. That equation.
And that's the case a lot of times when you have an uneven matchup like that, Steve. We've seen it before. The longer it stays close, the more confidence the underdog gains. You know, guys, I would call that methodical but explosive. You know, he waits for the opportunity and then boom, right to the rack.
Right with it. Right now averaging 11 points a game. Mayo against Wade. 5 to shoot. Mayo drives in. That one rolling around and rims out.
Not really the start they wanted. They missed 3 of their first 4 shots from the field.
Hansen sets a screen for Parker. Kicks it to Knight. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. The feed to Mayo. Pass to Parker. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee.
Man, what a play.
Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't
come
remember
on.
ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw one.
Oh, man, that was just amazing.
Now here's James.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Parker outside. Off the pick. He squares up and sinks it. Parker's got his first points of the night.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
Cole, the pass to Wade. Feeds the Bosh. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk. Absolutely, Clark. No one in his airspace on that dunk.
Yeah, but come on, Kevin. The defense can't let that happen.
I hope they let it happen more. It's fun to watch that guy fly.
Just a gift, 2 points they gave up. That's awful.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, the pass to Parker. Outside Mayo. James against Parker. Pocket 4. And that one's good. Parker's got his second basket of the night. The Heat have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter.
And introduced last season here at the Bradley Center, the new playing court with the giant M's on each half of the court. It mimics details of the old pop art court they played on back in the 70s and 80s.
The Bucks trail. Now, here is Knight. Mayo left side. Now Knight. Back to Mayo. 6 to shoot. Right wing. Here's Parker. Miami grabs the miss. Here's Cole. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Bosch with the bucket.
So hard to try to play defense with the height mismatch out there that's on the perimeter, and they gave up the three-pointer.
And under the Kubos checked in for Milwaukee. And Miami with a change here too. Allen's checked in for the Milwaukee Bucks. They come in off the loss to Cleveland.
And Kevin, they would have had to be sensational defensively to compensate for their lack of offense in that game.
Yeah, and you know what, Steve? I don't think they're built to play those kind of low-scoring, grinded-out games. They weren't that time, at least.
Now, here is Knight. That's tipped. And it's the Heat on the break. Cole's got the ball. And there's another one for the Heat.
Very positive opening quarter for them. The shots have been falling.
You know, the shooting percentage would be nice if it stayed right there, but that's going to be tough to do.
And so it's Milwaukee now. They trail by 7. And here is Knight. Henson sets a screen for Knight. Looking to end the run. Almost, but it rolls out.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But, Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
Shot's good by Bosch.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Now, here is Knight. Henson sets a screen for Knight. The dish now to Henson. Passes it to Parker. Rejected by LeBron. Allen outside. LeBron outside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
Milwaukee with the ball. After the Heat pick up 2. No one near Mayo as he lets it go. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
O.J. Mayo, a smooth, long-range shooter with deep range. When he gets going, he can put up some big numbers. And the early lead just keeps on growing. Another basket.
And the way they've done it is with an extremely potent inside attack.
Jared Bayless is checked in for the Bucks. Nate Walters comes in for Knight. And then for Miami, Davis is checked in for Sullinger. Lewis comes in for James. And Curry subbed in for Norris Cole. And the Heat making a change here. Novak's checked in. .158 left in the first quarter. To stop the drought, Antetokounmpo. That is good. And Mayo, 6'4", coming to the league. Some thought he could play the point guard position.
Yeah, but he's not a great penetrator or playmaker, and those are two things you have to do as a point guard. I think he's truly a shooting guard.
Here's Lewis, following the bucket by the Bucks. Here's Curry. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Pass to Bayless. Here's Walters. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
You know, one thing you have to give Coach Eric Spoelstra credit for is he's not wedded to just one approach. I like his ability to be flexible. You remember after the 2011 finals, for example, he really went back to the drawing board and changed Miami's offense to their small ball approach, but also wanted to get LeBron inside more. The result has been a couple of championship rings.
Milwaukee with the ball. The Heat getting the bucket. Antetokounmpo kicks to Walters. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And here's a group of players that have really been showcasing their versatility recently. The leading three-point shooters among centers and power forwards over the last 10 games. You look at Lewis, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
It's amazing. These days, there's just so many good outside shooting big men. That didn't used to be the case in the NBA, but now the floor is spread all over the place because you've got so many big-time shooters at that 4 and 5 spot.
Yeah, you make a good point there, Steve. Big guys shooting the ball well. It's part and parcel of the game now. You go back a generation, there were only a fraction of big men who can knock down outside shots like we're seeing currently.
Here's Walters, and Davis sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Milwaukee making a switch here. Sanders is checked in. 24 seconds left here in the first quarter. Shot clock at 3. They get it back. Over to the wing. Dishes it to Bayless. He kicks to Antetokounmpo. Bayless the pass to Walters. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Five seconds left to play here in the first. Curry outside. Drilled it just as the horn sounds.
And Kevin, he had the eye of the tiger there. I mean, he was not going to pass that shot up.
No way.
Well done. Big time shot in the clutch.
No, he was dying for the chance.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Yeah, and I've noticed also that their quick hands have led to a lot of forced turnovers. They're getting some points in transition as a result.
All fueled up.
Oh, ridiculous.
Tore it down that time.
The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Yeah, that is Showtime stuff right there. Major highlight reel material.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, as you know, Dwayne Wade has one of the best pump fakes in the NBA, and he'll tell you he picked it up from Sam Cassell. Of course, you remember Sam was playing in Milwaukee when Wade was at Marquette in the same town. Wade knows how hard it is to deal with pump fakes. I bite too, not as much, but guys get me. I get mad every time because I'm like, that's my move. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, he's a piece of work, isn't he? Thank you, Doris. And Walters kicks to Parker. Stolen by Lewis. Wade left side. A leaner. Outside for Curry. Takes a 3. And the Heat, another 3.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far, Steve.
And even if it's only a modest advantage that they have in that cup. category, it's still a significant factor.
And the Bucks with some changes. Knight comes in for Jared Bayless. And it's Marshall in for Nate Walters. And a new group in for the Heat. Chris Bosh is checked in for Davis. Sullinger comes in for Rashard Lewis. James checked in for Allen. And Cole subbed in for Curry.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
The drive by James, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
Well, it's funny. Back when LeBron joined the Heat, some critics said he'd given up the chance to be the franchise player and carry his team. Guess what? No matter who LeBron plays with, he's always the franchise player. That's how good he is.
Henson checked in for the Bucks.
And you think back to LeBron after the 2011 finals, many also questioned whether he had, quote unquote, what it took to win a title. He's obviously answered those questions.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Henson. Clock at 6. They need this. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And I love how he goes with that one-hand tomahawk slam. Beautiful.
And some harsh criticism, Clark, for LeBron after the decision, or his comments after the 2011 finals.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? It's really impressive to see how he's handled that. He misspoke and mishandled both of those situations. And to his credit, he's expressed regret about those things, displaying a maturity we've always seen in him. One of the remarkable things about LeBron is that for the magnitude of his celebrity and his stature and the expectations, I don't know if we've had an athlete handle himself any better under the hot, bright lights of stardom.
O.J. Mayo, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Knight kicks to Marshall, and good on the basket. Book it.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
Oh, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Mayo with it. 8 points his last outing. Back to Knight. He dishes it to Henson. Takes the three. Chris Bosh with the rebound. Bosh has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. That is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Last time they met was in Miami.
Yeah, that was a big win for them and an impressive performance, mainly down in the paint. Their rebounding advantage was the difference in the game.
And let's take a moment to show you the NBA's best rebounding teams over the last 10 games. Number 1, the Heat.
Yeah, what a show of strength and rebounding we've seen recently. These guys playing extremely physically.
James kicks to Cole. Goes up the baseline, and Bosh gets it to go on the assist from Cole. Cole's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Steve mentioned the huge discrepancy on the glass, Clark, in their blowout win the last time out there.
And guys, if those rebounding numbers are anywhere close to the same today, I think the result will be exactly the same as well.
Here's Sanders. No good off the front iron. Now the Heat with it. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Good! And 12 points for LeBron.
Boy, they look helpless defensively.
The Bucks have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Now, here's Marshall. Mayo kicks to Marshall. Feeds to Sanders. The kick out to Mayo. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Henson. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. The Heat have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. LeBron kicks to Cole, shoots it, and the shot is long.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
Mayo against Wade. Knight with a screen on Wade. Henson sets a screen for Mayo. In low to Sanders. Shoots from the block. Sanders missing again. Miami's gone along perfectly from three-point range tonight. They've gone 5 for 5. Wade misses.
That would have been a nice alley-oop there.
Well, you got to love the effort, though. Almost showtime.
Back to Knight. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
The drive by James. That is good. LeBron's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Virtually uncontested. It's nice to be able to add to the lead without really having to work for it.
Now Marshall. Henson sets a screen for Knight. He feeds it to Henson. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. 3, Marshall. It's hauled in by the Heat. Zellinger's got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's Wade penetrating. It's deflected. LeBron passes to Bosch. At the elbow, Zellinger kicks it to Wade. Shoots. And another basket for Miami.
And assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Sanders sets the screen for Mayo. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall.
Well, it's hard to believe that we're at this point in the game, and he still hasn't registered a single point.
Bosch with the bucket.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
LeBron came into the league with a ton of talent and skill and hyper expectations, but he's done everything he can to hone and refine his game since his rookie year, and I think his climbing field goal percentage is an example of that.
Shot from 12. Mayo, that's good. Mayo's got his first 2 points of the night.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
And the dunk by LeBron.
And their field goal percentage continues to climb. They have really shot the ball well here today so far.
Yeah, and it's all about quality shot selection, smart shot selection. They've been very patient on offense.
And you look at his efficiency down low. LeBron has come a long way, Steve, from his rookie season when he shot just over 41%.
Well, it makes sense, Kevin. I mean, the post game is sort of the hardest thing to learn in the NBA, especially for a guy who didn't go to college. So LeBron has put in the time. He's become very efficient down on the block, and that allows him to space the floor around LeBron, which is just a nightmare to guard.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Parker's checked in for Sanders. Antetokounmpo comes in for O.J. Mayo. Jared Bayless has checked in for Brandon Knight, and Walters checks in for Marshall. Parker drives in, stolen by Lewis, and now running up the court. Lewis pushing it up. Here's Allen. And they're running. Here's Antetokounmpo. Allen with the rebound.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Lewis sets the pick for Curry. Off the pick, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Well, that's a solidly executed pick play. I mean, it paid dividends with that nice dunk.
Exactly the result they were looking for.
Yeah, it worked so well. I mean, he got set, did not shuffle his feet. Really well done there offensively.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks, just to get you some open looks like that one.
Fires, high post, no good.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Heat out front, opening up a huge gap. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Hi, Kevin. I'm here with Dwayne Wade. And Dwayne, what about the way the offense unfolded allowed you guys to get things going?
We just gave each other some space. The court was open a little bit. I think Coach did a great job of making some adjustments. We was all paying attack.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
What a game for LeBron. 16 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
Which can't be undervalued, Clark. So many times a game can come down to which team wins the free throw battle.
On the court for the Heat. On the wings, it's D. Wade and LeBron James. Chris Bosh is out there with Jared Sullinger. And it's Cole in at the 1. And both free throws good for O.J. Mayo. Miami's gone along perfectly from three-point range tonight. They've gone 5 for 5. Here's Cole. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 3 assists now in this one.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Mayo dishing to Henson. Bosh against Sanders. Knight kicks to Sanders. Back to Knight. Shot clock at 6. The 15-footer. Good. Knight's got 6 points.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Mayo. Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Larry Sanders, mostly an at-the-rim finisher to this point in his career. He can complete plays off pick and rolls. His explosiveness, his length, I think really allows him to throw it down over the top of defenders.
First one falls for him.
And for Larry Sanders, you know, he's not the most effective player in isolation situation, but supposedly he's been working to expand his offensive repertoire, focusing on his mid-range shot and driving to the basket. We'll see if the fruit shows up in his work.
And stolen by Knight. And it's the Bucks on the break. That's good. Knight's got 8.
Boy, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
Miami's gotten on a roll from three-point land. They've been flawless. 6 for 6 tonight. And Larry Sanders might be best served working on his free throw shot, Steve, shooting under 60% for his career and well under 50% last season.
No question. But, Kevin, I think the Bucks, first and foremost, they hope he can recover his shot blocking form and rebounding from 2 seasons ago. That's what they really need out of him.
Mayo with a screen on Bosh. And Sanders kicks to Mayo. All sorts of time, and it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
They've been good on all 3 coming out of the locker room at the break.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Let's highlight the shooting guard position now and see which among them have averaged the most points in the second half of the season. Wayne Wade on top.
Possibly the single most dangerous player in the NBA right there. A machine at the offensive end. So hard for any defense to deal with.
And, Steve, what makes him special is his ability to score from anywhere and everywhere on the court, inside, outside. You have to keep tabs on him at all times, and even then, he can hurt you.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Mayo into the lane. Here's Henson, and that one is hammered home.
Boy, what a throwdown after doing a great job to corral the rebound.
Well, there aren't that many players with a better nose for the ball than him.
Agreed.
And with the D always scattered after an offensive rebound, he knows exactly how to get that to work for him.
Now the Bucks moving it up. Mayo's running, shoots from 8. Henson's shot is off. The Heat shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Norris Cole played his college ball at Cleveland State, but was a state champion at Dayton Dunbar High School. He's a quick scoring guard who the Heat bring in off the bench, not only to push the tempo offensively, but to provide some real havoc defensively.
And Norris Cole, Steve, more a scoring guard than a playmaker.
Yeah, he picks his spots, Kevin. You know, still searching for that efficiency offensively that would put him over the top, but really found a niche for himself alongside Wade in Miami.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. He hits the second from the line. The Bucks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. A shot by Knight, no good.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
Well, they've played terrific basketball at both ends, and that's why this lead is totally out of control.
Really been an almost flawless game for him, Steve. No doubt about it.
Sanders sets the screen for Parker. And Sanders kicks to Knight. They grab their own miss. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. Inside, it's stolen by Sullinger. James outside. LeBron right side. Out to Wade. There's the feed to Bosch. Clock at 6. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Bosch has got 17 now.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Mayo with a screen on Bosch. Sanders passes to Mayo. Parker sets the screen for Mayo. Here's Knight, kicks to Henson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
John Henson, a 6'11" rim protector, was a beanpole coming into the league, but he's managed to bulk up over the last couple of seasons, and that's really helped him to hold his ground on the inside.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Sanders. And Kendall Marshall's subbed in for O.J. Mayo. Greg Oden, he's checked in for Miami. James Jones comes in for Dwayne Wade. LeBron kicks to Sullinger. Just his first attempt. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 4 assists in the game.
And for Henson, offensively, best around the rim. He's tried to develop his face-up game, but he hasn't had a whole lot of success once he steps outside the paint.
Oden comes with a double team. Parker kicks to Marshall. Here's Antetokounmpo. Count it from 12. Antetokounmpo's got 8. The Heat have gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. And Henson Clark, an excellent offensive rebounder, reason enough to keep him close to the rim on offense.
And Kevin, I think he's really deceptive too. Even though he's right-handed, he actually prefers finishing with his left hand. I think that throws defenders off balance a bit.
And Marshall kicks to Knight. Pass to Henson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Feeds it to Marshall. And the pass to Knight. It's hauled in by the Heat. Sullinger's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing them around physically at this point.
Oden inside. He's against Parker. Ball's knocked loose, and that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
And a moment to check out Norris Cole here. How his last 10 games have gone. 14th in field goal percentage. And he's been locked in from behind the arc, guys. He's in the top 20 in the NBA in three-point field goal percentage.
You know, talking again about his field goal percentage, Steve, I mean, that's really been a strong suit for him, an area of strength in his game. He's basically been efficiently and reliably scoring.
A different look for Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for John Henson. Bayless comes in for Brandon Knight, and Nate Walters subbed in for Kendall Marshall. Then for the Heat, Rashard Lewis. He's checked in for Zellinger. Allen comes in for LeBron, and Curry subbed in for Norris Cole. Ilyasova, a screen on Lewis, and Ilyasova kicks to Bayless, and the shot is good.
That was a nice finish to an excellent possession.
The Heat have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Curry dishes to Allen. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And it's 6 points for Ray Allen. Milwaukee has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Ilyasova, a screen on Jones. Antetokounmpo passes to Parker. And Walters kicks to Antetokounmpo. Releases from 15. That's good on the jump shot. Walters got his second basket.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Outside Curry. There's the dish to Jones. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Ilyasova. The Bucks shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Ilyasova, a screen on Curry. Here's a throwdown.
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
You know, the guys on the bench are going crazy right now at the sight of that jam.
Curry attacking. Lewis dishes to Curry. From past the arc, and that one's good. Curry's got 13 points.
This is incredible. It's been a three-point barrage since halftime.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been impressive.
Here's Walters, right now averaging 5 points a game. Ilyasova sets a screen for Parker. Passes it to Ilyasova. Out to the wing. Bayless. And it's Miami with the rebound. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. And that one's good.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. A nice shot by Walters.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball. Just having their way down low.
Curry kicks to Lewis. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good. 12 points for Allen.
That's 12 straight points coming off three-pointers. I mean, somebody do something defensively.
Well, I agree with you. I mean, who's going to step up? They're rolling out there now, so you got to get in their chest, make them uncomfortable, and try to deny those looks.
Takes the 13-footer, and he gets the bucket. Walters got 6 in the quarter. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Heat out front, running away with it. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this.
Coming up this Friday, March 27th, the Los
And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Well, with this assist, he shows you just what a well-rounded guard he really is. Kind of a combo guard, even though he's listed as a shooting guard. Really a diverse offensive skill set.
We're almost seeing more of that, aren't we? Well, it's like guys that have point guard skills that can play both those positions.
Yeah, for sure.
We've got Kendall Marshall. Also Jared Bayless out there. Ilyasova out there with Chris Middleton. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And the Bucks, they're shooting here about 46% for the game. And here is Marshall. Pass to Middleton. From deep. That's good.
They're down right now, trying to stay in the game with the 3-ball. They shot a lot more here in the second half than they did in the first half. And I'm not sure I agree with that strategy.
Takes a big height bounce and goes in.
Assistant, Steph Curry.
Here's Milwaukee now. Ilyasova is screen on Miller. Bayless the pass to Marshall. He kicks it to Bayless. Ilyasova dishes to Bayless. Off target from three-point range. Miami controlling the game. Down low, Miller. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
You know, over the years, we've seen injuries bother the same people over the course of their careers, while other players seem to stay healthy. And it may be just genetic makeup. It could be off-season training, but it does seem that staying healthy can almost be considered a skill rather than just luck of the draw.
And Jones over to help. And Marshall kicks to Bayless. Ilyasova in the post. He's guarded by Davis. Dishes to Marshall. He feeds it to Bayless. Kicks to Middleton. Lets the 3 fly. The shot misses. Now the Heat take it the other way. Miller with the ball. Outside, Davis. Jones for 3. It's rebounded by Ilyasova. Ilyasova's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Marshall with it. Jones covering. The feed now to Ilyasova. Curry brings the double. 6 to shoot. Here's Middleton. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, you know, Chris Middleton, an isolation scorer back at Texas A&M during his college days, now is becoming more of an off-the-ball scorer. Got a solid mid-range game and getting it done inside and out.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Sanders comes in for Ilyasova. And Dudley subbed in for Jared Bayless. Got that one up quick.
Tell you what, they haven't exactly been shy about letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
You know, Steve, if you have the lead, you can afford to be a little comfortable with the 3-point shot. You just don't want to fall too much in love with it.
Marshall passes to Sanders. Puts up the baby hook. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Miami.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
And they continue to knock down the long-range 3-point shot as well.
And Middleton, not an elite athlete, a little tougher creating his own shot perhaps at the NBA level.
Yeah, but it's 6'8" with that nice high release, great touch. I think he has some versatility in that regard, but it's all about efficiency. And with time, he may look to be more aggressive.
Sanders sets the screen for Marshall. He dishes it to Dudley. Now here's Marshall. D right on him. Here's Middleton. Second shot opportunity, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
It's a great play under the boards for him, and you know that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, I mean, they're there for him game in, game out.
What a stellar outing in this one for Sanders. He's got 10 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. You know, they don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
Here's Marshall. And Dudley kicks to Marshall.
Well, the league is making a push for more transparency with its officiating since last season, and I really think that's the way to go. They're sharing memos with teams and the media. And I think it's a great step, really, because, again, with all of the information and technology available, fans are able to see more and their expectations are higher. when you can do it at a higher level and to help get things right, I think transparency is a good thing from the official standpoint. Help people understand how difficult their jobs are and the great job that they do as officials.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
There's Miller with the three. Kept alive. Novak kicks to Curry. Rebound, Milwaukee. Sanders has got his 4th rebound in this one. Sanders with a screen on Curry. Here's Marshall. Off the left rim and out. Miami's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Jones dishes to Davis. Novak outside. Can't get it to go. And Milwaukee the other way now. Out left to the wing. From the arc. Novak grabs the board.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Left side, Davis. Pass to Novak. Feeds it to Curry. From the arc. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Another baby bottom smooth stroke there. I mean, that's perfect form he's showing at the three-point line.
Over to the left wing. The three from Dudley. And Curry pulls it down. The Heat have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the 4th quarter. Here's Davis. And Sanders pulls it down. Sanders has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Marshall. And some very quick points for him on that possession. And here are the Heat now. To the right side. Novak, the pass to Miller. 3-pointer. Can't get it to go. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting in the 4th quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. Here's Marshall. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his 3rd rebound on the night. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Well, it seemed slightly controversial when it was introduced a few seasons ago, but I think we can all agree now that the new flopping fines have been a big success. Flopping seems to have gone down across the board.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for the Bucks. Bayless comes in for Chris Middleton.
Defensive foul. That's his 3rd personal foul. 14.
Here is Ilyasova. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. And Jones over to help. Dudley with it. Rashard Lewis covering. Well, Clark, flopping is not completely out of the NBA game, but at least now there are repercussions.
I agree, and I'm happy to see that, Kevin, because it's a play that shouldn't be in the game. And now the guys are fined for it and have been quite heavily fined for it. I think we're going to eventually see it become less and less a part of the game, which is the way it should be.
Curry kicks to Oden. Outside for Lewis. Jacks up a 3. Shot's good.
That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will today, Steve.
I'll say the defense has been ineffective trying to run shooters off that 3-point line.
Sanders sets the screen for Marshall. And there's the pass to Ilyasova. In low to Sanders. Over in the corner, Dudley. From downtown. Miami grabs the miss.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Yeah, they're lucky that they didn't get burned on that one.
Outside Curry. Top of the key. That's good. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And we head to the final buzzer in a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. This will go in the books as a really gaudy win for Miami.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And we have watched this team all season long play with such tenacity, with the wins piling up on the year. This will make it now 61 total.
And they took control of this season series matchup from the get-go, making every play they needed to en route to winning all 4 of their games this year against the Bucks.
And what a huge standout performance it was for James. He was doing everything right, and the points seemed to come in bunches. He definitely had the hot hand.
And the dunk by Sanders.
Whoa. That'll wake you up. My goodness.
Is he an athlete or what?
He just lives above the rim. I mean, dunks like that have become routine for him.
The shot by Curry, no good. 7-second difference, shot and game clock.
There's no way you can come back from this deficit.
Just not enough time left on the clock.
Bayless's shot is off.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And Miami can just let the clock run down here. Now here's Curry. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
And now let's go over to Doris Burke on the sideline for an interview with the Jordan Player of the Game. Doris, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you are in the midst of yet another great season, posting tremendous individual numbers and the team with an outstanding record. Is this the type of season that you set out to achieve right from the get-go?
I just wanted to play well. This whole season, I got back to what I know I'm capable of doing, and that's having fun with this game and, just believing in myself and my teammates. So I'm happy to be in a good place.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Thank you, Doris, for that. And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.